Hi guys, it's Haku Taku here, and you guys get to see my face and hair when I first wake up early in the morning. Yay! Anyways, though, what I'll be talking about today is my personal experiences with angels and what it's like to work with angels, aka angelic beings. You know, those winged people who are very holy and sacred. I guess I'll just tell you guys about the angels that I met and that I worked with. I met Michael, however you want to pronounce his name. I met Michael. I met Raphael. I believe I also met Gabriel. And I met um, Uriel? Not Ariel, but Uriel, I believe his name is. I also met Metatron. Um, and my experiences with Michael was a very, very good experience. I adore Michael. He has a very you will know when Michael is there because he is very powerful. There's a reason why he is like the warrior. Like he exterminates shit. If you have like any evil, any any evil being that you're dealing with, any evil entities, any negativity, anything that you're just like, I need this to be purged. Like I need protection. I need help. Or like Michael, he'll be there for you, and he will stand for you. I remember I was dealing with this being, and this being was being like extremely like overbearing. Like they weren't respecting my boundaries, and I was just like, I honestly need like an extra hand. This is something that I can't deal with on my own. And so I was just like, Archangel Michael, can you come and help me, because we actually have a good relationship together, and he came down. He was just like, what do you want? He didn't say what do you want, but he was just like, oh, what's going on, kind of like that in a way. But he's very stoic. He has like a stone face. Like he has like no facial expressions. A lot of people refer to him as like a robot. Like think of him as like a killing machine is how I always refer to him as. He is a killing machine, but he has emotions deep, deep, deep down inside. You just gotta needle your way through him. But he, on the outer part, he is stoic, he is cold, he is merciless, he will eradicate you if he is told to eradicate you. And when I was working with this being, I was just like, I need help because he is not leaving me alone. He is not respecting my boundaries. He just does not give a damn. And Michael, he stood right there between me and this being, and he was just like, "You go ahead and talk." And I'm just like, I told the being, I was just like, I'm done working with you. I don't want any other affiliation with you. You're this isn't healthy, and you're just not helping me. Excuse how messy my hair is, but it just wasn't a good relationship that we were having, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And Michael was just like, you come and you mess with this person again, I will eradicate you. And then after that, I never got messed with by by this being ever again. So he is very much a fierce protector. He is incredibly fierce. He will stand up for you when you feel like you can't stand up for yourself. He will stand up against the world for you. And he will tell you that he loves you from the bottom of his heart, because he really does. He's very he's very persistent with people who have addictions. Like he will be there for you, and he'll be like, you're gonna beat this addiction. This addiction isn't gonna bring you down. He is very encouraging. He's very positive. Like if you can get past how stoic he can be, he can be your best fucking friend. Like he cares. He cares a lot when it comes to helping people, protecting people, being there for people. And the thing with Michael is that he may not approve of everything that, the Christian deity, whoever you want to call him, God, Jehovah, Yahweh, if whatever you want to call him, even though he may not approve of everything that he does, he is loyal to his cause. So he will never go against what he says. He'll question it. You can actually sit down and have some, a good conversation with him about things that you question. And, he'll sit there and he'll think about what you tell him. He won't say, "Oh, you heathen," or anything like that. He enjoys the questioning. He enjoys it when you think, and he thinks. He thinks deep. And he's incredibly loyal to his cause. He was raised and made to be what he was, so you can't really blame him that much. And I guess that's why he's kind of rebellious in the mindset in a way. And that's why he's so strong, I also believe, because he thinks more than everyone else does. He doesn't have blind faith. That's what it is. He doesn't have blind faith. He questions, but he just doesn't go against it. Raphael, he works, and he is so sweet. I love Raphael. He loves flowers. He's so sweet. He gives you hugs and kisses, and he will be there to help you ease through pain. I remember I was suffering from I get very bad nasal infections, and I get very bad sinuses whenever the seasons change. And when spring rolled in, I was suffering bad. Like I suffered like very badly. That it gets to the point where I have to wear a face mask because I can't handle bringing in the air around me because of all the pollen that's coming out, and it's very painful for me. And it was just one night where I was just having so much pain, and I just couldn't cope with it. And I called out to him. I said, can you please come and heal me of my sinus issues? Please heal, my nose, because I'm just in so much pain. And he came through. He was just like, you called for me? I was just like, yeah, I called for you. He's just like, what do you want? What's going on? I was just like, my nose, it hurt. It hurt. But he was just like, say no more, fam. Lay on hands. You are healed, my child. And he's very devoted, and he is just very sweet. He never turned me away regardless of what I was. This was back when I was working with the Galatia, and he, even when he knew that, like, they're very, very sweet. If you open yourself up to them, they'll come down, and they won't, because if you're opening yourself up and if you're on a high enough vibration level for them, they won't turn you away. They are very loving. They are beings of love, and I don't think they will ever intentionally hurt you. The beings that take the shape of them will hurt you. And this is where you have to work on your intuition, work on your sensing of energies and of entities. Since I'm a clairsentient, I'm able to sense the energies around me. So it's very easy for me to sense the differences of energy when it comes to these type of beings. Raphael had a very soothing but heavy and bright type of presence, different from Michael's, where it's very hearty. It's like fire. Like Michael has a very fiery energy, and Raphael has a very water, earthly type of energy when I felt him come. And he was very, very sweet. I adore him. I adore Raphael. And like I consider him my friend. After that, what else is there? Metatron. Is Metatron is a treat. I remember I was talking both Metatron and Michael, and it was a treat. And Metatron, how he is, when I say that Metatron was jealous and he feels like he is unappreciated, he really does feel like he is underappreciated. So I always make sure I go out of my way to tell him that I appreciate everything that he does for me. He always feels underappreciated. So sometimes he'll be like, oh, I don't want to do anything for you. Like, well, what do you want? He will act like, it's like, he will act like that, but he'll still help you. Like, he'll put on like that little front, but he's just like, I'm just fucking with you. I like you. And that he'll go ahead and do what it is that you're asking him to do, as long as you just appreciate him. And the way that I see Metatron is really different. Some people see him as like a square, like as geometry. I saw him as like a physical humanoid being, and he has like black curly hair. He was really tall, Caucasian, and he wasn't as muscular as Michael was, but he was alright. He had like a healthy body, basically. He was healthy body, and his energy, I don't feel it really like audio wise, but when you call upon Metatron, you don't sense his presence. I mean, I asked him to help heal my heart chakra because I was suffering with things with my heart chakra, and like it was just like that. He cleared it, and like he is like, when you call upon these angels, and when you truly do need their help, and you're not just trying to call upon them just to fuck with it and stuff like that, they really do come through for you. They really do help you, and as long as you appreciate them, tell them thank you, and accept, the fact that they're here to help, they will put you in their good book. They love that stuff. Just be kind to them, and that's all Metatron really wanted. He just wants appreciation, and what was the word? I can't remember the word that I'm looking for, but he just wants credit. I guess he just wants credit when credit is due, and he is just someone you have to respect a lot. And then there's Uriel that I met, and Uriel used to hang out with my father a lot. And he was very passionate about my dad. He was just like, this man is just such a man of justice. I was just like, y'all angels crazy. Y'all so emotional. But he has a air type energy when I met him, and I saw him a lot. And so it got to the point where we just got kind of cool with each other, just like, hey, and he was just like, hey. We never really talked, but he was more just like watching over my dad a lot. And I remember that he appeared during a shooting that happened at a church, and my father was just so like adamant about what happened. And he was right beside my dad. He's just like, what this man is saying is absolutely true. And then that's, I think from that day I was just like, wow, angels aren't that bad. But I also talk about working with them now. When you work with angels, you need to have a sense of rationality and being able to tell who's really there and who's really trying to mess with you. If these angels are coming to you, and they're telling you, oh, this, they start telling you things that aren't right. If they start answering questions that aren't related to anything, to the question or to the answer that then that's not who they really are. A lot of the time these angels, when they actually do appear, they appear like in their true form, and you will feel it. A fake being will put on like a face, like they'll try to lure you, but when the angels come, they appear and they're just like, hey, what up, this is me, this is who I am, it's up to you if you want to see me or not, but I'm here. And the fakes, they'll try very, very hard to make you believe that's them. Oh, this is who I am. Don't you see? Don't you believe me? Look at me. How can you not trust me? See, doesn't that sound like something that they'll get you with? Trust me. This is who I am. Trust me. Oh, you don't trust me? Are you sure? I can do so much for you. See, it does not sound like something a being is trying to pull you in, try to make you believe them. A real angel just comes down and he's just like, what up? You called for me, son. I'm here to help. And when you call for them and they come down and that thing is done like that, that means that's really them. If this being that is fake comes and they appear and they go, believe me, this is who I am, I'm going to give this to you, but you have to do this for me. Angels are very selfless. They will never do that. They're very selfless. You calling on them for help fills their heart with joy because they want to help. They love you. They love you and they want to help you. And that's just all I have to say. When you're working with angels, make sure you don't get manipulated by other beings. Because the true angels, if you feel like you're being manipulated, don't be afraid to reach out for clarity. Don't be afraid to ask an actual angel to give you clarity, or just to take a seat, just step back and just be like, okay, I need to make sure what I'm seeing is true. Let me do my research. Let me go around and ask questions. Question. It's always what I say. You have to question things. If you don't question anything, then people can tell you anything and everything. So just like now from you watching this video, go and research what I'm telling you. Go question what I'm telling you. Sit down and go, you know what? I want to see if what this person is talking about is true. Is this really actually able to happen for me? Maybe, is there a different method I can go about it? So don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to reach out when you actually do need help and guidance in your life to these other beings that are actually here to help raise us up to higher vibrations, that are here to help us awaken, that are here to help us become more enlightened, And just because you are in a certain path or in a certain religion, I consider myself, Luciferian, which is a part of a path of Satanism, and people are just like, oh, if you're just a Satanist and you're a devil worshiper and stuff like that, well, that's not how it is at all, Beings are placed here on this earth to help us regardless of your regardless of your faith, regardless of your philosophy, okay? Stay true to yourself. They want you to maintain truth to yourself. Don't be ashamed to be who you are. Don't change your path because you go, oh, well, if angels are real, then that must mean I have to become a Christian. No, stay yourself. You know, they're going to still exist regardless of whether you switch religions or not. They're going to continue existing, so it makes no difference. It's just up to you if you want to reach out to them or not. They're going to keep on spinning. They keep on spinning regardless of what you choose. So be yourself in the end. Be happy, you know, and live your life. And if you need help, at least you know that there are multiple sources out there. That's just like, hey, if you ever need any guidance, if you need any help, you know, you can call on me. If, you know, someone else turns you away, at least there's me, you know? So I hope this was informative. I hope that you guys are taking a lot from what I'm telling you. And yeah, that's all I got. Peace, guys.